Either way, winner of this contest will send his nation to Italy in November.
Representing Czechia to serve.
Time to get things underway. Two guys who feel comfortable in South Florida. The champion of the Miami Masters this year, Jakub Mensik, serves first in the decider.
15 love.
That's his weapon there. That big serve. We saw it on display. The way the Miami Open title. Bob Bryan, team captain for USA team. Closely.
First ever home tie for Bob Bryan and Team USA under his leadership. Mensik off to a quality start, given the nod from that man, Thomas Berdych, former world number 4. 4 being the operative number. 4 days from now, he'll turn 40. And he's hoping the early birthday prize is a trip to Bologna, Italy, due to the success of this young man. And a solid effort from Mensik to start. He's on the board first, unblemished with the hold. And they'll swap ends, and it gives me a chance to lean in and ask you this, Ryan. You know, for both of these players, they're obviously going to feel pressure because this is what will decide who travels on and who has to recover from the defeat. But the pressure, in my estimation, would have to be on Frances Tiafoe more than Mensik.
Oh, 100%. Especially with all the things on the line. Home tie. Didn't play well last night. Has a poor Davis Cup record. This is one of those moments that he knows all the pressure's on, trying to display some of his best stuff.
Hoping he can rely on an effort that came here 7 years ago. Tiafoe actually won the Delray Beach Open in February of 2018. Big foe. One of his 3 career titles. His career title number 1, picking up an extra 2 years ago in Houston and Stuttgart. So far, it's all Mensik.
Let's put this.
Already a tough start here for Tiafoe. Mensik has that booming serve. Don't want to get down an early break.
What about the return of the youngster, the 20-year-old? How does he fare in that regard?
Well, he goes aggressive, and it's hit and miss. Sometimes he's catching it cleanly, and it's on fire, and other times it will be a little bit off. But of late, it's been more good than bad in this match, just firing away a couple good ones to start the match.
Yeah, for Frances Tiafoe, it just goes from bad to worse. Has yet to win a point as he faces an early deficit and multiple break points. That's where the confidence is shaky. He was already a bit wavering as he entered this Davis Cup play because of his early 3rd-round loss to Jan-Lennard Struff in straight sets at the U.S. Open. And this will be a punishing start as it's 8 for 8 in points played for the Czech. More importantly, the scoreboard bottom half being too low.
Yeah, couldn't have been a better start for Mensik. Tiafoe is going to need to try and work his way in and right the ship.
Started the year at number 48 in the world after a pretty quality 2024 for Mensik.
15 love.
In fact, he entered last year with 3 tour level wins in total.
Wow.
And he then picked up 25. And he's already surpassed last year's total as he approaches what he hopes will be his 28th win of the year.
Turning it on quick.
Thus the rise from 48 in the world to his current position of 17. 1 spot below his career high. He is on a tear, Ryan.
Out.
11 straight points now to start the match.
40 love. Czechia.
Well, it is a blistering beginning. The opening 5 minutes is significantly, overwhelmingly one-way traffic. All 12 points go to Jakub Mensik. The net heads et al. Everybody who has remained as we approach the 11 o'clock hour on what has been a long day at this Davis Cup tie, beginning at 3 p.m. local time. Doubles, USA picking up the point. Czechia getting the first singles match of today under their belt for 2-all. Francis Tiafoe has been shut out, looking for his first point of this match.
$15 left.
And the drought stops at a dozen.
Let's for service.
Francis really struggling to find his rhythm here. Lots of mistakes early on, and don't want to get down the double break. Single break you can fight back from. A double break against a player that serves as big as Mensik is all mountain to climb.
Yeah, the hard part thus far in 15 points is that Francis has donated almost half of Mensik's points as unforced errors.
Yeah, it hasn't been Mensik earning them.
Yeah, you got to put the ball in play. At least if he hits it past you, okay. I'm sure Mensik is actually waiting for that opportunity. He certainly appreciates the donations.
Yeah.
But that being said, for Francis, you know, he just has to work his way back in. I'm not sure if grip and rip, just hitting until you find your rhythm's going to work. Maybe more margin. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to try and find a way to build the point.
This isn't taking anything away from Mensik. He's done his job. It's just surprising the rash of errors already from Francis. some fight to the crowd's delight. Another break opportunity for Mensik as he looks to establish a double break foothold. Tiafoe starting to find his way. Smarter tennis, and it yields a quality result.
And builds his way up in the court. Himself a good opportunity for the knockoff volley. Court positioning from Mensik way back.
Reached the 11 o'clock hour as we get into the final stages of this Saturday, September 13th.
Advantage, United States.
The 11-minute mark. Tiafoe has himself a game point, a chance to make some movement on the scoreboard. And there's the hold for Foe. Big Foe stepping up as he ends the slide. Yeah, it's 11:01 p.m. on a Saturday night. Last 4 hours, the hot temperature has been pretty steady. It's been consistent, hasn't moved from 79 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 degrees Celsius. There has been a change, though, in humidity, Ryan. It's dropped from 83% to 82.
That's a big time difference.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent throughout, and of course that has been something that has plagued Jakub Mensik recently. Had trouble in Cincinnati. Retire from a match there. Yesterday looked a bit listless in his effort against Taylor Fritz. Straight sets loss. But you can speak to this far better than I because you've experienced it. For Mensik, even if he finds the heat a little bit debilitating, the good news, there's no sun to make the court feel incredibly hot.
Yeah, no sun, and you also have that sort of playing from the lead. Now that he's got an early break, it helps relax those early match nerves that can build up and nervous energy.
For the uninitiated, though, as you've played in extreme weather such as this before, having played doubles already early today, what's the routine like to ready yourself now for this final singles contest?
You don't do too much. You maybe hit a couple balls right before just to get yourself back and warmed up again, but you don't do too much because you've already played so much during the day.
Mensik try to just be a touch too cute and catch Tiafoe off balance. Imagine there would be the replenishment of electrolytes. Obviously, you'd have to fuel yourself. Wouldn't want to load up too much in either respect, though.
Got to be careful with the balance.
After 10 consecutive points from the line for Mensik, drops a pair. Tiafoe, his best showing as of yet against the Czech serve. Right idea?
Yeah, good idea.
40,
Gets you floated with the volley, and you don't stick the volley. You've got to hit it that much better. You stick the volley, it gets good bite on it. Doesn't have to be right next to the line.
Saw Frances Tiafoe use the rushing towards the middle of the court often. He was consistently coming forward in his contest yesterday against Yuri Lehechka. In the loss, never looked particularly comfortable. But tried the strategy time and time again. This time sitting back a little bit more, and he's been watching Jakub Mensik thrive. Sandwiched in between two holds for Jakub Mensik, got him to 3-love. Standing at the line is Frances Tiafoe. Certainly try to make it 2 holds back to back at 1-4.
love. Ladies and gentlemen, please
going to see a demonstration of whether or not Frances Tiafoe can dig deep here after the very rough start. A lot of the deficit he faces currently is his own undoing. So error prone early.
Started with a really good return. It wasn't just the power, also direction from Mensik. Gets Tiafoe scrambling off the court. Eventually, just so much court space with this inside-in forehand right in the camera.
Part of the problem that is sort of whittled away the confidence of Frances Tiafoe is he didn't have a particularly successful summer by his standards. As he posts his first ace of the evening. Through the summer run through North American hard courts, just an 8-4 record. Won back-to-back matches in Washington, D.C., Toronto, Cincinnati, but at the U.S. Open, he won 2, but then lost a shocking match in the third round.
Yeah, straight sets.
And to the qualifier, Jan Lennart Struff, who has top 25 talent, but is nowhere near that position currently. They're the Patriots. They're still out there in the garb.
Hanging around in this late evening session.
Biggest thing about that loss to Struff in the third round was he was defending semifinalist points from the year prior. He slid from 17 in the world. Now he's at number 29.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
That's where he's hoping that maybe he can find some redemption, rejuvenation here in this contest.
Can't seem to find any consistent momentum here. A couple of good strikes, a couple errors, and now back to deuce.
And the woes continue from 40-15 to facing a break point. Mensik with designs on the insurance break. And Tiafoe contributes to his own break.
Yeah, this is just not good enough from Tiafoe. You know, just too many loose
Czechia
errors.
leads by 5
He's
games
got
to
to build
1.
the point, get in the rhythm of the match, and right now he's just continuing to misfire and not working the point. If you're not feeling it, you can't keep going for broke and keep going for winners. You got to give a little more shape, a little bit more margin, and at least make the guy come up with some goods. A lot of these points are being lost on unforced errors, and first set, only 21 minutes into it.
Thank you.
Seems like Mensik's about to close this out pretty quickly.
If he continues at the torrid pace that he started, remember, won his first 10 points on serve. He's only dropped 2 points total, has Mensik in this set. He can't put a foot wrong.
all. Thank you. Players are ready. 40-15.
And Mensik continues to thrive. He has just been a beast from the line today, much to the delight of Thomas Berdych. Double set point for the Czech.
Ball.
40-13. Wait, please.
Nifty pass. And Jakub Mensik has the opening set in 24 minutes.
By
4 for 4 from the line and holds. Produced, in fact, dropped only 4 points in total. For Mensik, a very clinical and poised performance. For Tiafoe, erratic from the start and never recovered. The good news is that set's behind him.
Second set.
Gotta forget about it. Kick in the tennis amnesia and start from scratch. Still need 2 sets to get it done. Mensik has 1. Tiafoe begins set 2 from the line.
Well, just by the nature of the way that first set got away from him, you feel like Francis needs to be extremely careful here in the early stages of the second set.
Ball.
13.
Almost a shell shock and stunned look. And not just Francis, but the Team USA bench altogether.
Yeah, everybody, you're right. Dumbstruck, just inexplicable how catastrophic this start has been. I mean, this is like a charity shop. He's just continually giving and giving and giving.
Yeah.
Mensik looking for his third break. He's been given triple break opportunity here. Many looks.
That first break point chance is a really good look for Mensik, and he left the volley up a little too much. Francis quickly steps up, races the second, but still faces the third.
That's the final touch, the kiss off the forehand for Mensik that seals the deal. After Tiafoe spotted him, triple break point. Jakub steps forward and says, I'll take it. 7 of the first 8 games on the bottom of the scoreboard. Mensik now up a set and a break.
Well, Tiafoe tried to mix in a few slices there, see if he could disrupt and break the rhythm of Mensik, but then the second that Mensik sees the space on this forehand down the line, he goes right after it, executes it absolutely perfectly.
Well, the faithful who have stayed until 11:20 in the evening have been allowed to move down into the lower bowl and trying to make their presence felt by Francis Tiafoe as the support continues from the American side. And overlook Czechia fans as well, who have been very vocal, if outnumbered.
Thank you.
But now this is Jakub Mensik's match to take control of.
Ball.
15 love.
Now, Ryan, as we talk about Francis Tiafoe trying to make amends for what's been a dismal performance at Davis Cup matches with a 1-6 record, this is also a match of proving something to himself for Jakub Mensik. Little injection of pace from Tiafoe.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and we talked about the Czechs supporting Davis Cup and Billie Jean King Cup and contingency of Czechia executives that are here, and they take this very seriously. It means a lot for them to play for their country, and Mensik being in this position, he's their guy. He's their guy they're looking at for the future, along with so many established players already.
Yeah, and there's also something where as a 20-year-old with a lot of pressure on his shoulders to try to clinch for Czechia, 20 being an operative number. He's looking to secure his 12th top 20 win, and now that he's amongst those members of that group, he wants to prove that he's worthy of being there, that he's able to compete at the highest level. Disappointed with his loss to Fritz yesterday, but he has beaten 6 top 20 opponents this year.
of signs of nerves there, a couple double faults.
15-14.
Tiafoe is gifted an opportunity to get back in this match.
Bit surprising as Mensik dropped a total of 4 points on serve in the opening set. 3 in this game alone has put him in jeopardy.
Ready for play. Thank you.
Ball.
Please.
Tiafoe has the break back. Finally something to be excited about and positive as he sees the scoreboard turn over and he's even at 1-all.
1 game all.
Takes advantage of the hiccup from Mensik, and this is where you got to really dig your heels in. Say, all right, got my life support, back in it.
And you had double digits in wins against top 20 opponents. When you went up against the upper echelon, did you notice it as a match of that caliber? Or did you just say, okay, I don't care who I'm facing, I'm going to go out and play my game?
Well, I felt like in those matchups that you knew you had to play every point with value.
Ball.
You get down early, you get behind, as we saw the first set with Mensik. They have the capacity to take the racket out of your hand.
Ball.
And I wasn't as good of a returner as Mensik or Francis Tiafoe for that matter, so I couldn't give away my serve. I couldn't give away any breaks, but I always felt like the value of each individual point is something that plays such a part. And honestly, I think it's something that plays a part as to why Francis isn't a permanent fixture in the top 10, top 15.
Yeah, he has struggled against the upper echelon himself, has Francis. Even with 29 top 20 wins over the course of his career, the last 3 seasons he's 10-18.
15 all.
Not a great head-to-head against the top.
1-6 this year. That can cause some dark clouds to circle around, make you feel vulnerable.
Well, he's getting some fortune, getting a little help. Really got to take advantage of it.
30-15.
Not sure if it's the same net cord that was around in 2018 when he won the Delray Beach Open, but he'll take whatever help he can get.
Also bring back the whole crew. Where's every ball person? Where's the cheer umpire?
It's been 7 years, but I want everybody back.
40-15.
Oh, and here is Tiafoe making his bold stride towards, dare I say, a lead on the scoreboard. Well done. Good anticipation from Mensik.
40-13.
Well, that's one of those shot selections where you feel like Francis could have gone right through Mensik. And sometimes players are a little worried about unsettling their opponent, but then they come in, they make a move, they pick you off, and the first thought in your head is, I should have hit it right through him.
Should have gone
Ready for
right
play.
straight at the bod. Won't make that mistake twice, one would imagine. And Tiafoe does indeed find some brightness in the darkness that was the opening 30 minutes. Down a set and a break, he finds his way to 2-1. Francis has put himself to the lead. We'll see ace later, we imagine. And how Jakub Mensik deals with the fact that he's lost 2 games in a row.
Players are ready.
Ball.
15.
Mensik didn't trail at any point in any of his 4 service games in the opening set. Fallen behind in each of his 2 efforts so far, but that'll feel a lot more, supply a lot more self-assurance. Peter Paula on the right of consternation. Vice President of Czech Tennis Federation, as well as at the helm of the Czech Billie Jean
Thank
King.
you.
Finish the thought. Billie Jean King Cup team from Czechia for the last year of his 18 years at that position. Barbara Strycova will take over on January 1st, 2026. Obviously, for the nation's pride to try to get to Italy is one thing, but also because they have come out on the short end so often against the United States. Czech contingent strong and proud here in Delray Beach.
That's just a bad miss. The only reason why you're backing up that far is to just get the point started. He's not able to find the court.
And Mensik with the hold. So 2-all second set. Just a reminder, tennis fans, that if you want information concerning Davis Cup play, you can go to daviscup.com. You can follow the live Final 8 draw on September 17th at 1000 GMT or 1200 CET. That will be streamed live at daviscup.com. And also, of course, there are the social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. Keep you abreast of all things relating to Davis Cup play.
Foul. Foul.
Love 15.
Got a shot at Bob Bryan there, Ryan, and of course you got to wear a lot of hats when you're captain, don't you? I mean, there's picking the team, there's strategy, there's technique and practices. There's also you got to play the role of sort of psychologist a time or two, don't you?
And it's a tough call because I know Bob, he'd be wanting to dig in a little bit here.
Foul.
Return in the last game, last point there, just slapping it away. I can't really understand why you'd just be giving points away at this stage of the match. Puts you in trouble, somebody else is playing every point with value.
Love 13.
And those are tough moments to recover from.
Managing of the ego and the feelings that go in. You don't want to harp too strongly and shatter whatever confidence might be left.
But what you are looking to do is make sure that as the captain, you have other guys in the team you have to look out for as well. Taylor Fritz is coming here off of a deep run at the Open. He's playing sick. He's not being able to practice because of an illness and going out there and competing his best. So you do have to still manage making sure that you keep everybody accountable.
Foul.
Let's Second service.
Francis really trying to find answers in the second serve. He has a double fault in this game. Mensik has a second serve return winner. Now he's trying to move it around to the forehand. Mensik is dancing around his court positioning. A lot of stuff going on. That's incredibly good tennis from Mensik. Not a bad point from Tiafoe at all. Mensik just on the move. First of all, an incredible forehand passing shot, getting this down low to the position he's in. And Francis does pretty well managing this volley. He's actually in pretty good court positioning. And Mensik on the move, able to get this cross-court by him. And this is a absolutely must-have point. Francis Tiafoe must have a couple of points.
Yeah, facing double break point. Ample opportunities all match long for Mensik. He's converted 3 of 8 tonight.
Thank you.
Longest rally of the match at 18 strokes has positioned Mensik with a chance to move back in front.
That's really good from Tiafoe. Way to step up there.
30-40.
The movement, left foot slide on the hard court. The Tiafoe pulls the trigger. Wow, really good stuff.
That's more in line with the Francis Tiafoe we've come to expect the last couple of years.
Juice.
Quality of and clarity of thought.
Well, that's using your touch when it's appropriate. Not trying to be too creative.
Working the point to good effect, demonstrating why he was able to ascend inside the top 10 at number 10. He's got to find more of that more often and right quick. Absolutely drenched, 82% humidity. Both players just soaked, wearing a second skin with their kit.
Advantage, United States.
That'll get them going. They rise out of their seats. The American fans hoping that's the building blocks towards success for Francis Tiafoe. Saves a couple break points to put himself back out in front in set number 2. Tie. Mensik serving 2-3. Second set.
Well, remember, Mensik has already played doubles today, and he got a little fatigue at the end of the match last night. So if you're Tiafoe, there is room and reason to be hopeful here.
Wait, please. 15 all.
Didn't show his technical prowess at the net during the doubles contest, but had a lot of room to work with on that volley.
Service.
It's a different volley when you're right on top of the net compared to when you have a little bit more space, and that's the difference. Even some guys who volley okay in singles, they can struggle with the distinction because of where you volley from. Getting right on top of the net, ball gets on you that much quicker. It's much more of a hands out in front, short action. When you're volleying from around the service line, you create a little bit more with the body movement. It looks like Mensik, very natural volleyer in singles, can hit some good volleys, but you don't practice that volleying that much on top of the net singles game.
40.
He wouldn't be going out with his coach and saying, okay, let me take some balls right here and work on, that's not something that's in the wheelhouse of stuff that they circle each training session.
Sure. And that comes with time and experience on court.
Yeah, and if you play more doubles, you just get used to it by being up there more.
He's only played 21 doubles matches in his professional career. That's pretty nifty
really
stuff.
Good. Really good feel
Czechia.
there.
Quality hold for Mensik as he draws level, 3 apiece.
3 Ginso.
In the village by the sea that is Delray Beach, this city in Palm Beach County with a population of just over 70,000, hosting a Davis Cup tie for the first time in quite some time. They've been ready for this since the announcement was made a couple months back.
Francis has been struggling on second serve particularly. Mensik is stepping in and being aggressive, and Francis has been trying to mix up the speed and location. Got to try and make some first serves and keep your head out in front.
Mention of the Delray Beach crowd because it's been 21 years since a Davis Cup tie has been contested here. Got to go back to 2004. Roddick, Blake, the Bryan brothers, contributing to a victory over Sweden 2 decades ago. But I make mention of it, Ryan, because of how much, Francis feeds off of the energy from the crowd.
Wow, that's tough because that's the best point that Francis has played as far as being aggressive and taking it to Mensik, and Mensik hits that great passing shot. If I was Bob, I'd quickly be telling him, hey, good point, more of that, right? That's a very difficult passing shot.
If you go down playing that point and it still beats you, then nothing we can do.
100%, you're okay with that.
Yeah. Captain Bob gives the look over towards Francis, gives a little nod.
That's all the pressure, right? The second serve return quality of Mensik is making Francis hit that second serve. It looks more like a first serve. It doesn't have that normal kicking action. He doesn't feel that kick serve that he would normally hit on the second serve is doing anything. So he's taking this out of his comfort zone risk.
Half chance for Mensik. Yeah, the value of having a pair of captains who have not only had terrific careers but have represented their nation well. You see the support from Berdick for Mensik. Okay, you missed that, but keep plugging away. That's what I like to see.
See if he goes for more on the second serve. I'd expect to see him take a bit more off.
40-30.
And is Tiafoe getting his groove back? Well, he's certainly finding his feel here.
Well, it's all about the court positioning of Mensik that made this the right choice. Sometimes he forces the issue on the drop shot, but he did the thing you're supposed to do, which is back the opponent up first. So Mensik starting running from well behind the court. Mensik's a good mover for his size. He moves well.
Juice.
Ooh, that was a lot closer than I think Francis anticipated.
Advantage, United States. Game, United States.
Tiafoe makes it 3 consecutive holds of serve.
United States leads
After he
by
had
4 games to
struggled
3.
mightily. Back to the lead once more in set number 2. Thomas Berdick, as he talks to his charge, Mensik,
Ready.
just
for
stay
play.
within
Thank
reason.
you.
Don't hurt yourself. Just continue to catch up. See if
15
it's
left.
Tiafoe who will unravel. Good start to the 8th game for the Czech. Big boy, Ryan, and 6'5". He's got that sort of big body, but he moves well, as you said. They're still obviously at 20 years of age.
Foul.
There are areas of improvement. Where would you focus if you were working with Mensik? First point of order.
That's unbelievable stuff. Yeah, the first thing would be fitness, just making sure he can last as long as needed. The second thing would be just overall shortening up a little bit on that forehand. At times he can take a big swing and a little erratic with it. Backhand looks phenomenal to me. Seems like he volleys pretty well in transition. He can volley a little bit better, but he's got great hands, and this is a good demonstration here of the touch and the feel.
First and foremost, no more tapping out.
Yeah.
Being affected by the conditions.
Yeah, if you're going to be the minimal, you got to not have minimal. You have to have minimal tap outs.
Yeah. Ability to close on that drop shot.
40 love.
Minimal trying to string together 8 straight points from the line. Yeah, if you weren't with us earlier, the nickname that has been assigned him by his fellow Czech players is Minimal, because they consider him a beast. But you got to be able to finish matches. And that's long, and that's a hold at love for 4-all. As you've reached the 1-hour mark on court. Actually eclipsed that now as we approach midnight in Delray Beach. Happy with us, tennis fan. Thanks for sticking in. It's been a long day here in South Florida. 3rd and final match of the day. 5th and final match of the tie. No room for error for Tiafoe as he looks to make it 4 consecutive holds of serve.
good stuff. Again, getting under a little bit of pressure behind the second serve, but he's able to control his way out of it. Stays down on this backhand nicely. Really good redirect.
Thank you. Out.
15 all.
Something of a server's duel over the last couple of games as they've combined to win 13 of the last 16. Problem is now 13 of the last 17. All 4 points lost in that stretch have been by Tiafoe as he gives an opportunity to Mensik. Back-to-back errors for 15-30.
Yeah, this is very important moments here for Francis to make his first serve. Been searching for answers on the second serve and under pressure in all of his second serve points. The second serve is not getting up enough to do any damage, and Mensik has the Czechia team behind him, urging him on.
Ready for play.
Fault.
Mensik knocking on the door once more. He has had ample opportunities today. For Tiafoe, in his 8 service games, in 6 of them, he's faced at least a break point.
Yeah, 75% of them, and Mensik with a little net kiss, but still very good redirect. And this is to set up an opportunity to serve for the match, and
Thank you.
that would be with new balls. Yeah, that's good stuff from Tiafoe. Mensik just at last second got a little hesitant. Verdic trying to tell him, take a deep breath, it's all right. Give him that settle down sort of action. Francis doing the right thing here. Getting on in. Good depth in the approach. Tough volley there. Down break point in this situation. Anything out here, a touch shot or a drop shot, not easy.
Fault.
Really cautious to go after the backhand again.
And there it is for Mensik. A virtual match point the way he's been serving of late. He's got the break and the lead. And will serve for the tie to send Czechia to Italy in November.
By 5 games to 4.
Time.
Days into his 21st year of existence, Jakub Mensik has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but you imagine the 20-year-old feels this is his time. Represent himself, represent his nation. He has been phenomenal in his efforts in the 5th and final match in this Davis Cup tie. And now he steps the line, having just broken Francis Tiafoe, trying to finish off the American hopes.
Thank you.
Winner of 12 of his last 13 from the line.
Already.
Mensik serving for the match.
That's a good start for Tiafoe. The first serve return and nice backhand cross court.
Thank you. $15 all.
You just can't give him a second serve return error position like that. Not a guy that has this much firepower on his first serve. That's like complete gift.
For Jakub Mensik, a return to South Florida, the site of his greatest glory as a professional. Winner of the Miami Masters event back in March, knocking off 4 top 20 opponents in the process. Hoping some of that magic from March can be conjured here. 2 points away from securing the win. Exactly midnight as September 13th turns over to the 14th. Jakub Mensik a chance to send Czechia through to the final 8.
Wait, please.
In Italy.
Wait, please.
Out.
40-13.
Close, but not close enough. And the value of having a second match point.
Please. Thank you. Game.
And Jakub Mensik shines bright in South Florida.
2 sets to love. 6-1.
As Czechia is bound for Bologna. An absolutely magnificent performance from the 20-year-old as he seals the deal. Thomas Berdych and his camp will be heading to Italy to represent amongst the final 8 as Mensik comes through in straight sets. And much